Previously on T&C D&D.
So the option here, gang, is we keep going forwards towards this town, or we just go the completely opposite direction just to fuck with Matt and what he set aside for us.
And no one's rushed me in hours.
No, I'm gonna pull this horse aside and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, why are you... What's your deal, man? Do you not like being a horse? A horse is an easy job. It's an easy job. Matt, you mentioned that since I've leveled up, I can turn into an animal. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Can I turn into a horse?
I don't see why not.
Okay, I'm gonna look at this horse and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna show you how easy your job is, okay?
I'll show you how to horse.
Yeah.
Walk a mile in his horseshoes. You're a horse now.
Oh, he doesn't even have to horse.
Just a horse. Yeah, you're
Wait,
a horse.
no, he's a horse. We can't speak horse because Badge is the only one who can speak to animals.
Yeah. So now you just got these two horses going at each other. I don't know what sort of sound horses make.
Your friend has just turned into a horse and now just garbling horse nonsense. And I make this with my horse face.
He horse skins to the camera.
So
this is so
everything off that
confusing.
with a horse onto me.
Right.
And I'm
Well,
gonna
you've
show you
got
how a real
no...
horse
How? You've got no hands. You're a horse.
No, I'm telling you guys to do that.
I don't speak horse.
What you
Right, so he's trying to convey this to me in horse, which I take as a very threatening tone, and I'm like, whoa, horse.
I'm gonna turn back into a person, okay?
Okay. What the fuck, dude? Why did you turn into a horse and try and attack me?
Oh,
What the fuck, you trying to attack me?
I
You
was
were going,
trying to
"Rrr, rrr."
outhorse that horse.
Ow, horse, what does that even mean?
Talking shit. He's like, oh, I don't remember. I'm like, let me show you how easy your job is.
Well, why didn't you convey that to us? It was just
thought
you
it
were over
would be
there
obvious.
talking.
Why else would I turn into a horse?
As these hobgoblins rush forward and start attacking you, you can see more people with shields coming out from the road
Oh
behind
my
you,
God.
Right, stand down for 7.
banging their swords against their shields.
Is it too late to run away?
And translate for you.
I am translating, and he is saying, back the fuck off, guys.
Just leave us all your money and weapons, and then
This
we'll
shit again.
leave you alone.
No, listen, I spared 2 of you fuckers before. I'm not in the mood to spare anyone else. Look, this is mutually assured destruction. Do you want that guy to die down there?
I'll do it. Tell him I'll do it.
He'll do it. This
We don't
guy is
care.
crazy.
Tell him
Badge,
tell him this.
we-
Okay, tell him this. Look at me.
Badge, they're saying they don't care. This is a really bad plan. Goblins are synonymous for not caring about other goblins.
As you're like saying all this stuff, you can hear armored footsteps coming
the
your
army's
way,
coming close.
and from the town you can see some guys in plate mail armor and swords coming charging your direction.
So we're getting...
The humans coming.
The humans are coming to support us. Okay. And I'm saying to the goblins, look, humans, okay? Back the fuck up. Around here talking about this with goblins everywhere.
You need-
Let's get the fuck out of here.
You guys you guys hurt? You're injured? You need medical
No, we're
attention?
fine. No one's been injured at all. Let's just keep
I'm
going.
intensely injured.
Don't listen to him. Just take us back to your town.
I'm like delirious, so I look at him like I was a horse.
You want to help the magistrates offering 50 gold pieces per like dead goblin if you wanted to go hunting, or
We're
I've
owed
heard
like
that-
150 in back payments. Because we already killed some.
Yeah, we'll go. Can we rest up and go and see the magistrate in the morning? Once we've got like hit points back.
that sounds good.
So let's
as
just
you,
go back into it.
as you wake up in the morning in your I'm assuming like you used your many treasures that you got from you stole from the hobgoblin, the halflings.
I'm waking up
pay for
in
it.
bed. I'm stretching. I'm leaning over.
You're doing your power
There's someone
yoga.
in the bed. There's someone in the bed. It's another goblin. Oh no. Oh no.
Again.
I've got a problem, guys. I said don't let me drink tequila. Look what happens. Hey, you need to go. You need to go.
Now, if we take
You
him to
said
the
you loved me.
magistrate, If we
Oh,
take
right,
him
yeah.
to the magistrate, he'll give us 150
Fucking
gold
hell,
coins.
this guy's knight's gone back from back to Wales.
So I'm chasing this naked goblin around my room, trying to grab him.
He runs off.
He's only interested in a one-night stand, but now I'm just like, get back here! I
I'll
need to take you to a
call
magistrate!
I'll call you.
Holly,
He's gone.
what is
He
my
jumps out the
hit point?
window.
Gone,
He's
out
gone.
the window, he's gone. You
What's
better
your
not tell
deal?
your friends about me!
So yeah,
Anyway, what's everyone else's bedroom situation like?
I need to know about my health. I was on 7.
oh, you get it all back. You.
Ooh, hello,
You've,
18.
I'm assuming you've like bandaged up your any wounds and stuff, so you're back to full health.
Yes.
So now that you can see the town a bit more, you can outside the inn, which is the only inn in town except for the other inn, is like a wide street with there's like a temple and like a blacksmith's, and there's leading up is like a little. It looks like not really like a fancy house. It's like really, it's got 3 stories, but it's quite run down and quite like lived in looking. And next to that is like a little a side street with it's all kind of leading off to like a little cave or the mine, and it's all boarded up.
I like how Holland's describing this as like fantasy role-playing stuff, but in my mind, it's just like the night after on the stag do when you're in some like city that you've been dragged to, and you don't know anything there. You're like, oh man, I just need a breakfast. How much? I'm not fucking paying that. Let's just keep walking till we find something. And then
The
someone else is
breakfast
like,
in the inn
let's
are
just stay here.
ridiculous.
And
They're
then someone else
ridiculously
is like,
expensive.
I spent all my money in the lappies last night. I can't be spending my money there. Let's go there. It's like, but I'm hungry now.
Spent it all on goblins last night.
Yep.
So let's walk around the city and see what's happening then, right, guys?
Okay, you're gonna have a little wander around.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's relatively quiet, not just because it's quite early in the morning. It feels like a town of this side should be a bit more bustling, a bit more people around. In addition to seeing like a few people in like plate armor who are clearly like the guards or soldiers of the town, there's a couple of people in they're in like leather armor with like steel helmets, and the helmets completely cover their faces, like and they're like wandering around with spears and stuff.
That makes me suspicious.
There's a few townsfolk around. There's a woman setting up a fruit and vegetable stall.
Is there somewhere we can get breakfast?
Well, the only places you can get breakfast would be the inn we just came from, and they're like 5
The
gold
other inn.
pieces for a breakfast, or the other inn, which is on the far side of town, which
It's
they
just
warned me
milk.
about was like just a horrible place.
I say let's go there. I want to see what they've got against it. Who's with me?
Yeah, there's a. You follow
Let's do
Michelle
it, let's
Rodriguez to the other inn.
Yes.
Let's see what's there.
It's quite a you head down to, it's on the very far side of town, so you have to kind of go through all like the workers' dwellings and stuff, which are quite like nice enough houses. They're like all like kind of terraced little houses with lots of chimneys spewing out smoke and stuff. It's quite like a nice area, but you get further out towards the town, the road gets quite muddy. There's not many cobbles and stuff in there. You head down there, and there's a little it's just a little tiny hut with a sign outside with udder inn written on there, and like what you assume and hope is a cow's udder, but you ain't seen a cow that looks like that hanging from it.
I go, this place has character. Let's go inside.
We just kind of.
You can smell like sausages cooking and
Ooh.
like bacon and stuff. And
Ooh.
there's like a woman. There's a woman behind the counter. It's like, oh, you here for breakfast? 'Cause we got-
Yeah. I'll have a
we
breakfast and 3 tequilas, please. Anybody else want anything?
You're so. Oh, you're lucky
Seriously
we
though,
got,
3 tequilas.
we don't normally get much fresh meat in, but we got like a recent delivery through.
Alright then.
He sets out some sausages and bacon, and like it's literally just sausages and bacon. There's like no eggs or anything. It's just like a pile of meat, and like it's all grey and floppy, and you're not sure what kind of meat this is.
I'm like, this has a strange consistency to it. Can I inquire about where you source?
I'm
Oh,
eating it this time.
It's horse meat.
So I'm gonna put my fork down. I'll push my plate away.
We found this white stallion wandering around outside a little while ago.
I'm gonna
and we
pull
like,
the plate back to me, and I'm gonna eat that snide motherfucker's bones.
Oh my god! I just
You
ate
seem
a
to like-
talking horse.
It's a good source of protein.
You
Yeah.
know, once you get the texture for it, it's not
Listen.
bad. It's not bad. I'm going back into more.
Back to the old Tesco. We've all eaten horse.
And-
we've all had lasagnas. It's fine.
Yes.
The medieval fantasy equivalent of French eat this.
Okay.
So we're sitting down, we're having breakfast. So I'm like, guys, what are we doing here? Are we gonna go hunt some goblins for these townsfolk, or are we just gonna fuck them off and go somewhere else on our merry adventure? What do you think?
Like, how long do we go before we get another job? Like, we need work, yo. We gotta hustle.
I've got an IT career. I'm fine.
Imps and tieflings.
The magistrate will give us 150 gold coins for every goblin we bring back to.
I didn't hear that because I was in bed. I almost spit out my horse meat. 150 gold coins? Why didn't you say so? Let's kill some of these hobgoblins.
But they
I'm on
did.
board with that.
They did kick our asses last time.
I feel personally wrong.
Pretty
'cause
badly.
I feel like the
They
goblins, not just once but twice in one day, they're trying to step to us.
Okay, settle down there, G. I guess we need to get some kind of better weaponry or some shit before we go and kill some hobgoblins.
I mean, let's get the job first. We need to go and sell ourselves.
Oh yeah, okay, good point. Let's go find this magistrate
They
then.
might armor us.
Hey Google, give me directions to the magistrate.
You're just yelling that in the middle of the street, like, Google! Where are you, Google? Why hast thou forsaken me?
I assume that's like, ironically, that's the name of one of the barmaids who work
I was
there.
gonna
It's
say
just
a
like,
little elf
Yeah,
boy.
one of the barmaids looks up like, yeah, you wanted...
yeah,
What's
where's the magistrate?
If you head back through like the workers' village and up the main hill towards the mine, you'll find like his house is on the corner next to where the mine used to be.
Bonus. I'm gonna get this horse meat wrapped up for a doggy bag so I can have some later.
Yep, they've wrap it up for you.
Or a pony bag.
What hey, what how are you rating this on TripAdvisor?
yeah, that's a good point. So how did everyone like? The service was okay. The horse meat wasn't great, but I got used to it. 2.5.
Cool. That's it's the crappy inn in this town, so it's they're made up with that. So you're heading up towards the magistrate's thing.
Is that all
Yes.
the way back to where we came from before? This does feel like a stag do being dragged from one end to the other.
It's pretty much.
So we're outside. We're heading to the magistrate to get a job killing hobgoblins.
As you approach the magistrate's house, little 3-story building, I say little, 3 stories is quite big. There's like a bunch of people outside, all the ones in like the leather armor and the face masks and stuff. And as you approach, they like cross their spears and like just don't say a word to you.
Shit, there's no need for that.
That's true. That's we're guests in your town. Please, can we get in to see the magistrate, please?
Badge, you can smell like there's a weird smell coming off them. These guys,
They find weird.
like, it's not something that you smelled before. You think you smelled quite a bit of it back at the other inn, but as you like stood there like staring down these guys with spears, the front doors open up and there's like a butler. There's like, let them through. It's fine. And the 2 guys just fold their spears back up and walk back to march back to the corners of the room and stand there.
That's what I thought.
You can't tell with their face masks if they're staring at you or through you, but like it's quite unsettling.
Yeah.
They don't unsettle me. I give them all one of these. I go, what? What? Yeah.
They don't react at all.
That's fine.
The butler's like, "What? Can I help you with What were you?
Yes, my good sir, my faithful travelling companions and I here tell that you are in need of orc hunters. Nope, sorry, didn't mean orc.
No.
I didn't mean orc. Got hobgoblin hunters. Oh, I'm all flustered.
You don't want to bring any like orc hunter stuff.
Listen, fella, you got a hobgoblin problem. We're the solution.
Excellent. We've been needing more people to help us clear the roads out. So I'll take you through. Magistrate Holg is just finishing his breakfast now,
Okay.
but he'll meet with you.
Okay, turn back, fellas. Best behaviour.
We could have got breakfast here.
Can I get you anything while you're waiting?
Oh, I'm full. I got a belly full of horse. I got a belly full of the most fucking stuck-up horse you ever did meet.
Which is a very strange thing to say to someone.
We've all had nights like that, sir.
Yeah.
No, let's just see this fella, Mr. Butler Man, please.
He leads you through to like a nice reception room and gives you like little cups of tea and drink and stuff while you're waiting. And it's not long. You're not waiting long. It's like 5 minutes, and then you can hear like bring him through, and you can see like at the table, like he's just sort of finishing off like a plate of food, kind of surrounded by these face mask wearing guards. Is a quite rugged looking half orc in his late 40s or 50s. He's the sort of guy that like he looks like he's older, but like those old fellows who look like they could kick the shit out of you still.
Silver Fox. I think
That
that's what
guy.
I'm going for.
Yeah.
Well, hello, magistrate.
What can I do for you?
Oh,
Why
I can
do
think of
your
a few
guards smell
things.
Weird as fuck.
So what was that?
I ask, why do your guards smell weird as fuck?
Strange question.
Don't mind him, he's a strange guy.
Is that what we're leading with?
I think stink,
I don't know. It's any
and I
weird.
can't place it, but they reek of something.
Yeah, okay, don't worry about him. Listen, you've got a hobgoblin problem.
We
We're
do.
the solution.
Excellent.
Never mind the reports of you sending all your men out to save like 3 hapless adventurers in the woods. That must have been
We heard about
some other guys.
Yeah. Clearly,
That'd be Sheriff Elaine's people, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
One of
yeah,
them was a
yeah.
horse, so, you know.
Him.
He did mention he found some people ranting about horses last night, but we take all kinds here.
So I understand that there's like a 200 pieces of gold deal on the heads of each of the hobgoblins.
Where did you hear that?
Oh, through the grapevine.
Frank.
Frank the Tank, yeah, good guy, stout fellow.
Oh, he's oversold it. It's 50 gold pieces for
50 gold pieces.
any goblin
mate.
stout scalps or fingers you can bring me. Or...
I do
bargain basements.
No, I do teeth sucking. Don't get out of bed for less than 100 us.
If you want to go for the big prize, 150 if you can bring me a bugbear.
I think we can take care of a bugbear or two.
Because the reports of them, the hobgoblin crowd and the northern side of the road have just completely taken over. But there's dotted camps around of individual war camps that run out. Each one seems to have a few dozen hobgoblins, as many goblins as you can count, and there's always 1 or 2 bugbears, and they are scary.
Matt Holland, I have like persuasion, don't I? Doesn't
You
one
do?
of us?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to use my persuasion. I'm going to say to this dude, the magistrate, I'm saying, okay, this sounds like a lot of work, and you're not really offering a lot, so we'll do it. We'll take care of the bugbear for the money, and any hobgoblins we get along the way. We'll throw that in for free, but in return, we're going to want a Mardi Gras style parade in our honor.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Got a
It's
20.
D20 plus your...
Fell off the table. 9.
So you had 4 plus 2, so you had 6. That's 15. He kind of squints at you and he's like, "Listen, we don't have a lot of money here. I don't know what you heard out on the road, but we can barely afford to pay mercenaries as it is, and
Right, okay.
we can't afford a Mardi Gras style parade.
I'll
We're
settle
not made
for-
of parades."
I'll settle for one of those what are they? Stashes? What's the word I'm trying
You're
to
in
say?
sash.
Sash is
A
what
sash, yeah.
Yeah.
A sash that says Marty Gar Queen, and you know some beads.
Well, I can get you a sash. I can
Okay.
promise
Hey
you that.
guys, I got us a sash.
But you need to understand that killing one bugbear, killing one hobgoblin, it's useful, but it won't really clear the roads for us. What we need to do is get a message out to Adder's Fork or any other towns up on the mainland to send us some support.
Well, we
No,
were
I've
going to
hired-
Adder's Fork, weren't
I've
we?
hired on some mercenaries of my own, as you can see, like the points at like the face mask wearing
these
Oh,
guards
the weird guys who smell
with
weird.
smells, and all of you now kind of notice the smell.
And I'm just looking at them like, yeah, told you.
You're right. You're right.
What
So we
need-
can, yeah, we can get a message. We like after hobgoblin killing, message traveling is like our thing.
If you can find a way to sneak through I wouldn't recommend going through the northern road or the main road out town. It's swarming with goblins, which I'm sure you must have met on the road.
Oh
But
yeah, that northern road.
you take the
Just
Take the
about
sud-
knocks you
take-
down.
take the western road and
Yeah,
head upwards, upland towards the north. You can find a road leading up to. There's a gnome encampment. Who we deal with generally.
Gnomes, good guys.
Really good guys. They buy a lot of our iron when the mine was producing. They bought a lot of our
Okay.
iron from us. So we've got good relationships with them. They've got relationships with the dwarves underground, and they can maybe somehow through the tunnels they've got, we can maybe get a message to Adder's Fork,
Oh, tunnels.
or even.
Like you've sold us. Let's shake on that. That's a deal.
And if you
Hold
get
on, he hasn't told us the price for getting the message.
if you get a message to Adder's Fork or to anywhere else, if you even make it up north to the
No
Gnomes.
town.
I was like cycling through all the fantasy races in my head. You can get a message to the gnomes. 2,000 gold pieces each.
Counter offer,
It take.
1,500, and you tell us why these guys smell so weird.
He doesn't know why they smell so weird. Stop
I don't-
bringing up the fact that they smell so weird.
No one
Listen.
else is bothered about the smell.
No, people smell sometimes.
I guess we'll take the money then.
I don't know what you're.
Negotiating
about?
against
Weird
himself
smell.
here. We've got a deal.
It's a deal. And he spits on his hand and, in a horribly, unsocially distanced move, spits on his hand and shakes it. Now,
Is
what
that
you're
why
going to
the
need
guys
to
are
do...
wearing the face masks?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I didn't intend for that, but now it's canon now.
Okay, so let's head west, fellas.
What you're going to need to do, I'd recommend stopping to see Clarissa at the
And she'll explain
temple
it all.
first. Get some. She'll explain it all. I'm pulling names out of my ass.
So
Literally.
yeah. Let's.
And you want to
Head to
speak to
temple,
her,
then.
get some, if you need some healing potions or anything, she's the person to speak to.
Okay.
And if you need equipment or weapons of anything of that sort, I would recommend you go and see Baldirk at the smithy, and he'll sell you weapons if you need them.
And we'll put all of this on your tab, right?
And I'm not made of money. We don't have any. We're not producing any iron. Even if we were, we couldn't get to the roads to sell it anyway.
Haha, yeah. And I looked at the other guys, I'm like, he did not say no. Right.
You can take it out of our fee.
So
Fair
we
enough.
need.
We won't run out on the bill.
Wink.
I don't know what it is about you guys, but I trust you. Good.
So we've only
Happy
got two
hunting.
places here. So I guess should we split up and one of us go to the weapons smithy and the other go to the temple?
Well, there's three of us.
Well, we can team. Well, like okay, I'll sit here
Should we-
with the fucking dude, and you two can pick what you want to do.
Split Michelle Rodriguez in half and take half of it.
Each take a piece.
Like, I suggest that Badge goes to the temple because he's a religious guy.
Okay.
Snaggletooth can go to the armory because he's like a hard negotiator, and I'll just stay here and have some tea and crumpets.
Okay,
Let's
before
do it.
we split off,
Let's just say,
Does
you
Badge-
inviting yourself into my home.
Well, you know, you're putting the spread out anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find us something to pass the time. I say as I put a hand on his knee.
Make a persuasion roll against my
17. Fuck yeah! Michelle Rodriguez is getting some half-orc dick.
19.
Oh!
You put your hand on his leg and he kind of and the guards kind of bristle and like you hear like this crump of feet and like and they're all pointing their spears at you.
Okay.
He's in a polyamorous relationship with all of them.
Well, I guess I'll just go.
No offense, love, but I don't mess with humans.
I got a fucking 17. He should have been well up for that.
No. 19, yeah.
19. You know
Nice
what can I do? And he's got decent wisdom anyway, so that would have been higher than 19.
Well, so
he knows
this is
better than to sleep with Michelle Rodriguez.
I heard rumors about like a goblin running out of the inn last night, so I don't know.
I told him not to tell anyone.
You cannot stop itching.
Well, this has been a bad blow to Michelle Rodriguez's self-esteem. So while these two are going to sort out the quest, I'm going to go to the bar and drink my sorrows away and find a lonely man.
What am I going to temple for?
To get information.
You're getting potions and stuff.
Okay.
So, one thing that people always say in Dungeons and Dragons that you should always split the party. Like I think I'm doing that right. So,
Okay.
so how's it going to work out? Is
so
Snaggletooth you
what
go into the
Snaggletooth going to
smithy
be
and
political?
Yeah.
Badge you go into the temple,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Michelle Rodriguez is getting drunk at the bar.
Yeah.
And hopefully laid.
We'll see. I'll roll for that later on. So who wants to go first then?
Hey, I'll go first.
And he goes to temple. Cool.
I burst through the door to the temple like, ew, what's up, religious bitches?
There's like one
Hail Mary,
like
Hail Mary, Hail Mary.
old woman. There's like an old woman like behind like the pulpit, kind of lighting candles. Like, oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't expect any visitors today.
Yeah, you know why? Because religion's over. I don't believe in that shit no more. Just close up. Just close up. Just be a nice hotel, or you've only got 2 inns.
Well, this is the Temple of Palo. This is where people come to. People who are injured come to get healing, and we provide blessings to the workers and the soldiers before they.
Hipsters will pay through the nose in rent to live in these. Telling you.
What's rent?
Telling you.
A thought
That sounds
bubble
horrible.
appears.
I don't want a part of that.
Thought bubble appears above Badge's head, and it's me. At a side we had earlier that you didn't see. Now, Badge, remember when you get to the temple, don't insult their religion. Get the potions and get out.
Anyway, I'm like, so where your potions at, bitch?
Well, we do have some potions for sale, but I
Give it
don't
on me. Give it
care
on.
for your tone.
Give it on me.
I don't care for your
The
tone.
king, the emperor, that half-orc dude.
He's a magistrate Hulk.
Yeah, that guy. He said, give these whatever they want.
Oh, Badge is
And he
really
also
shining on his own.
He also said, the religious thing. You still doing that? Still,
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage. So roll two d20s and take the lowest roll.
Okay.
Suspense. It's killing me.
I rolled a 17 and a 13.
So with your charisma being -2, it's rolled an 11,
Yeah.
and she's not impressed.
Right.
So, sir, would you please leave immediately without making a fuss?
And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Just ring up them potions for me. I'll be out of here.
We have potions for sale, but only to people who don't come in and insult our faith.
Well, Badge fucked that up.
And try and sell and try and convert our temple into apartments for what did you say it was? Rent or
So what's going on with the Snaggletooth part of the story then?
Like, maximize your space.
Meanwhile,
a few minutes later. So Snaggletooth, you heading towards the smithy, and you can hear like hammers banging on anvils. I'm assuming that's how smiths work. And you also hear like the utter terror of someone who was thinking of doing a Scottish accent for the dwarves, but just like completely bottled it. So it's like an old dwarf kind of in the middle of all these dwarves. Like
Michael Myers, do it normal, and then we'll come back and re-record the whole thing.
We hire Michael Myers to do it for us. He's like, sir, can I help you?
Who's this, me to him or him to me?
Me, the smith to you.
Is the smith
get
the
you anything?
dwarf?
Is the
Yep.
smith called Clarissa?
Baldirk is the smith.
Oh,
Oh no, Clarissa was the temple
The
woman.
old lady
Oh,
that you
right.
walked in and just insulted.
Like, listen, the magistrate says to put everything on his tab for what we want us.
Okay. Make a.
So far.
So what do you want, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Well, what can you give us? That's better than what we've got.
Can I take a look
So-
at your?
So I have a great axe and 2 morning stars.
These are good quality. I'll give you 200 gold pieces for the Morning Star.
No, he said, what can you do? No,
No.
these are staying with me. What can you do that's better than this?
Oh. Well, my boys we produce like axes and shields and anything that you need, but I could get you another axe, but it's in game terms, like your equipment is okay. Like
Okay. So,
it's like you don't really need to replace it unless you wanted to.
Right. Right, get us, because we need shields, because they fucked us up last time.
Shields, excellent. He gets like how many do you need?
Just like 2. Michelle Rodriguez has like plenty of good armor.
that she won't wear.
Fine.
Yeah, that leather bikini's like really resistant to like stabbing and like axe.
It's worked so far.
Yeah.
So we get you like a couple of big, like these hefty, chunky metal shields that like look like they could like block a few arrows or knock out your teeth if they need to.
Yeah, we need them, and Badge needs a short-ranged weapon of some sort. I think.
We've got a selection of weapons that would work, and I'm gonna just he says some stuff and has a conversation with you while he gets like a catalogue of equipment out from under
We
the desk.
briefly come back to me and Clarissa, and I've got an acoustic guitar, and I'm going, and that's why religion is fake. Bastard.
I'd say one thing, you are like staying in character. So, I mean, again, I did so much preparation for this, you didn't even know.
Well, one of the Scottish dwarfs who works underneath you is talking to Snaggletooth. Any plans for the weekend, there, sir?
Smashing goblins.
Excellent.
But, like, not in the Scottish version. Like, now we're killing them. We're not fucking them. Or one of us may be fucking them.
We didn't judge here, sir. If you want to smash them in half or smash them with your crook, that's all good with us.
You hear that sound? I think that was like both of our Scottish listeners like leaving us a horrible thumbs down on our YouTubes.
I am of proud Scottish descent, Matt, so I'm pretty sure that accent was 100% spot on.
Take your word for it. So he leads you to like a Snaggletooth. He leads you to like the back room. There's like all these weapons arrayed on there. We'll take your pick from what we've got here. There's clubs, daggers, maces. If you're looking for something that can do a bit of just club someone with. But like your friend who needed a close range option. What type of fighter are they?
Can we...
Shit one.
Yeah.
She kind of turns into horses for some reason.
This is why he needs a weapon.
I would recommend
He can't fight, so he needs
for people who can't really defend themselves very well. I'd recommend a spear and keep your distance.
All right, give us a dagger and a pokey stick.
Cool. Hands them over to you.
Pokey stick.
So while he's like furnishing your order for stuff, he's saying like, so are you heading out into the hills to hunt the goblins then?
I'm not telling you where we're going. It's not your business.
Fair enough.
The guy who works for him's like, there's no need for that attitude. This is our shop. We decide what our business is. And he's dead tired, so this is not intimidating at all.
I remember a time when there was such thing as client blacksmith confidentiality.
Blacksmith privilege.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Didn't mean to inquire about your business, sir. So,
What me and my friends get up to with goblins and halflings.
I heard
is
about
none of
that.
anyone else's business.
There was a naked goblin came out the inn last night. I heard. Do you know
He
anything
was
about
supposed to
that?
not tell anyone about this.
Oh, he was telling everybody. He was running down the street screaming. None of us speak not many of us speak goblin, so I didn't know what he was screaming. Or why. I don't know how he got in here, but to be honest, I don't question it.
Oh. Meanwhile,
So yeah,
Michelle
you've got a spear and a couple of daggers and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's putting it on the magistrate's account, which
Yeah.
the magistrate's going to be happy with that when
He'll be fine.
when he gets the order through. Meanwhile, Michelle Rodriguez, what are you doing?
So Michelle Rodriguez is propping up the bar. Now, the thing about Michelle Rodriguez is that she's not really interested in any of these guys, but she needs the confidence boost. So she just grabs the nearest fella to him. Instead of doing the whole flirty motions, batting of the eyelids, flashing of the hair, she's just like, hey, do you like what you see?
I don't know. Who are you? Why?
Let's not play games here, fella. You want to have some sex with me or what?
No. I just came in for breakfast, and you're
Put
jumping
my
all
hand
over.
on his shoulder, and I'm like, listen, guy, my confidence has taken a bit of a hit today. In case your face wants to take a bit of a hit today, you tell me how goddamn attractive I am.
Really, you're very attractive, but I'm married.
How
I'm not- I wouldn't-
attractive? Explain it in poetry.
If
Compare me to the moon, motherfucker!
and compared to the moon, you're quite nice, I suppose.
Quite nice! I just throw him on the floor.
Make a strength attack.
3.
So you try and throw him on the floor, but you've been sinking tequilas pretty hard, so you're quite he just kind of steps away and looks at Frank and is like, look, and he just shrugs like a.
Michelle Rodriguez doesn't need this! Michelle Rodriguez doesn't need any of you! I am
He's on
out of
the
here!
floor.
I throw some coins at the bar. I'm out of here! And I leave. So I'm gonna go find Quinny.
You head out. You hear like an acoustic guitar. And you hear, like, it sounds like an
No,
elf
I'm done
playing,
with
like.
that now. I'm
Okay.
now sitting in the pews there, and I'm like, but there's nothing about gravity or the solar system. So like he didn't think to mention that.
So I've entered the temple now, and I'm like, yeah, hey, let's go. Things aren't going well in this town for me. Come on, grab the potions and let's go.
Okay, I'm just gonna take those potions that we talked about, Clarissa. Are we cool? We cool? We cool?
I already explained to you. We need these for our injured people. We can't really sell them off to someone who's going to insult our religion.
I got Badge. Did you fuck this up?
No. Okay.
Badge, did you fuck this up?
No. This.
Can you please not blaspheme in my temple?
I get out my crossbow. Give him the fucking potions. We'll be on our way.
Make me an intimidation check.
That's a
Which-
6.
Plus I'm looking at the wrong person. Plus 2 is 8. And he's like, if you don't leave right now, I'll call the guards.
I fire my crossbow.
Are you
Michelle
firing
Rodriguez is not in the mood for this shit, especially from a fucking religio.
Right, let me bring up the stats for a cleric, which I believe I have in a
Things are about to get messy, boys.
And you split the party as well, don't forget. Spare me one
Yeah.
sec. The book's over here.
Okay.
Okay. Badge, you're going to try and de-escalate the situation?
No.
It's a shame, 'cause that would have been good
Piss me
fella.
off, to be perfectly honest.
So you're going to try and egg me on?
Yeah.
What
I'm
would
a
you say when you're egging me on?
Okay,
Badge is about to egg me on with a speech. Go on.
No. I looked at the woman. I like, listen. You're gonna be fine. God will save you.
Oh. I
Bear
hope
me
in the
one sec.
meantime, Snaggletooth is loaded up and is making his way across town to meet us.
Yeah, with his
I don't know.
perfectly
Smithing takes a long
fine-
time, doesn't it?
Correct.
diviner, priest, not a priest. It's a
Okay, so while this is happening,
okay. I've got to do spells. Okay.
where is your god now? Where is your god now?
Roll.
May he bring down fire upon me if I am in the wrong.
let me bring up my initiatives tracker. You and Michelle Rodriguez and Badge make me an initiative roll, which is your D20.
16.
And you add your dexterity to it as well?
Which is
Which
2
is-
for me, is it not? I have rolled the 19, and with my 2 becomes 21.
Cool. So Badge is at the top of the round. And Michelle Rodriguez.
Do you have my character sheet there? Mine keeps closing.
And the priest whose stats I had no preparation for whatsoever. That's a 13, so they're going to go last.
Are we entering combat?
Entering combat, but because like you've pulled out your crossbow,
Yeah.
the instant you pulled out the crossbow and made a move to fire, Badge, you get to do something before the shot goes off.
He doesn't have to. If you don't want to, you can just
I don't want
duck for cover. He's choosing his action to duck for cover.
So what are you doing, Badge?
I'm passing. I'm just gonna let Liam do what he's gonna do. Let Michelle Rodriguez do.
Okay.
Michelle Rodriguez does best.
You can hold an action if you wanted to go after everyone
Yeah,
else.
let's do that.
All of this,
Okay.
though.
So Badge, you would be going after Michelle. So Michelle Rodriguez, make me an attack roll.
I'll put my imaginary crossbow down. 12.
12 plus 6 is 18. It is a hit, but
Yeah.
does she have Shield of Faith? She does. Okay. As you fire the crossbow, she flings up her hand and like a white shield appears in front of her and blocks it.
So, and then at this point I go, ah.
You're done fucked up.
What I do now is I run away and I close the door behind me so
No.
Quinny's also locked inside.
Okay, so
So you're gonna try and run away as well?
Yes.
Are you gonna use your cunning action at all, which you still
Sure.
have? You can dash or hide, which
Just running away. We're gonna run.
to
We're gonna
dash,
leave
so
this
you double
town
your
as fast as
speed
we
and
can.
leg it out there, leaving Badge.
19.
Cool. I'm not sure what you rolled for, but
so
the
I'm
priest
stuck-
looks at you and there's like her eyes are glowing, and she's like, "You said may the Lord strike you down with holy flames," and she extends a hand and like the air around you starts glowing. And make me a dexterity saving throw.
Who, me or Michelle Rodriguez?
Badge.
Michelle Rodriguez is long gone, buddy.
She's
had
gone.
I
She's
had
out of
a
there.
hold, didn't I? Right, what do you need me to do? What am I rolling?
D20 plus 2.
I have rolled a 16, which becomes 18.
What's her spell attack? I don't think that hits anyway. So you need to be at 15. So yeah, you jump out the way as like the air around you, the air where you just were, kind of explodes into
When's it my
flames.
turn? When's it my turn?
And she yells, "Gods, gods!" And that's her turn. Michelle Rodriguez, you get a turn as well now. Are you going to keep running or
Yep.
this is legging it?
I want you to imagine that scene in Red Dwarf when Lister's like running from the polymorph marriage. He's like, "Change your plans, leg it." That's what's happening right now.
You run past the smithy where Snaggletooth is there.
I don't stop to tell him. I just keep running.
Snaggletooth, you just see like from like the direction of the temple, Michelle Rodriguez just legging it down the road, and you can hear like raised voices and someone yelling
When's
to
it
the
my turn?
guards.
When's it my turn? When's it my turn?
Your turn, Badge. What are you gonna
Okay,
do?
so I'm standing in front of this woman, yeah? Like this woman is like within grabbing distance of me.
She's about 20, 30 feet away, but you could get to her if you wanted to.
Okay, without like using up my turn.
No, you get in each of your turns. You get a movement, an action, a bonus action, so you can get there and do
And
something.
how big is this building? Is it like a small like temple?
It's fairly big. It's not like a cathedral, but it's quite a sizable building. There's like an arched ceiling about 60 feet up.
I'm gonna run up to her as close as I can get.
Okay.
And then I would like to transform myself into a blue whale. that exponential growth is gonna.
Point of order: blue whales are mammals, not animals.
As I become a blue whale.
This sounds cool and awesome, and I do want to allow it, but I don't think you can turn into anything that big yet.
What?
The horse form is on the table if you wanted to use that.
Shit. Okay. What's
Turn into a shark and bite the shit out of her.
You can't turn into anything with a swimming speed. That's like another rule for it.
It's a good idea, though.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Bash is just standing there going, whale, 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 whale.
Okay. Shit. Well, that was my big plan.
Run away, you dickhead! Run away!
I'll let you like start with your movement again if you want. Like you don't want to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna run towards it then. I'm gonna transform myself into an ant, so she can't see me.
Okay.
Scuttle towards the
Scuttle
door.
away.
Yeah,
You can
good-
still hear her
good
like
speed,
yelling
you'll
for
get
the
there, fuck.
yelling for the guards and stuff, and you ant your way out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I do, I go. So it's a no on those potions.
No, so you escape. Thank God, because so a peek behind the curtain. If I'd have used I used the spells that I knew from the cleric I play in my D&D game, but if I'd used any of, she can cast like 5th level spells, so like she would have destroyed both of you.
You don't know that for sure.
As I'm scuttling away, I'm like, turns out God's real. Who would have called that?
You having like an existential crisis of faith.
That was my plan all along. I just wanted to teach him a lesson about faith. You're welcome.
Why are they sending us to get this message over when they
Because
have
God
fifth-level
works in
clerics working
mysterious
in it?
ways,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Fucking indestructible priestesses, and they've got them lighting candles in some rundown temple that no one ever goes to.
Well, it's kind of the hospital of like this mining town, so people are getting hurt and going to that temple all the time.
So have we made it out the town now?
You heading out the town?
I'm out the town,
Oh,
mate. I'm
you're-
2 towns
we all-
over.
Complete lack
Yeah.
of potions.
Are we all reconvened then, or have we unsplit the party? Or
Well,
rejoined?
Together.
Yeah, I've legged it and I've stopped at the gate of the town, like, because I'm knackered. So you would have followed me.
Yeah.
And there's an ant coming after you as well. You can't really see.
So,
There's like-
so did everyone do good on the side quest there, guys? But Snaggletooth, what did you bring us?
We got 2 shields, so I got like 1 massive shield for an ant.
Just lay the shield on top of the ant.
I couldn't help notice though that there's 3 of us, so there's 2 shields between the 3 of us.
Your armor seems quite.
I don't
proficient
have
at-
any armor. I don't. I'm in some scantile-clad leathers here, guys.
Well, you had the option. You had the option of going and getting potions, or you had the option of going to the blacksmith to stock up on supplies, and you chose neither.
Oh, well, I didn't know my choices would come back to haunt me. No one told me that.
I'm
Well, you
back
spent
to
all the time drinking.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions.
Yeah.
You'll
Oh,
have
Badge.
you'll have that drunk strength and like drunk constitution where nothing will hurt you. That'll do.
I'm back to human size now, and I'm like, listen, guys,
Okay.
I fucked up, okay? But in all fairness, atheism was the basis of my plan, and it turns out that's bullshit. So I cannot be held.
Who'd have known? Who'd have known? You know, I'm not even going to hold that against you.
None of you would have put money on that.
No, okay. Let's just chalk that up as a loss. We've got the mission.
And now, no.
Let's head
there is
west.
Fine.
There was a friendly character that would have sold you potions if you hadn't walked in there with,
Well,
hey, give me the potions, bitches.
Things happen, you know. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Move past it, you know.
So let's head west.
Westward
west.
ho.
Westward ho.
Kind of follow the walls of the town.
Follow the walls of the town.
Where it's like safest. You're now horseless. Your horse has been eaten. And you head west and sort of leave the town behind you. And you head. There's not really a road as such, but there's like wagon tracks and like hoof prints and stuff, and like little boot prints in the sand or in the mud. The kind of shoe people tend to go this way if they need to. So you don't. So you just kind of head in westwards, and from what the magistrate told you, there's a gnome village on the north, and you can kind of, as you head out the town, you can see like in the mountains in the distance where you presume that's where the gnomes live.
Yeah.
It's kind of a relatively sparsely I was going to say sparsely populated, but that's not the correct word. It's like there's a few trees kind of growing up around the place, like little rocks and crags all over the place. It looks
quaint.
like it'd be a relatively straight shot, but it's like a day or two's travel to get down there.
God damn! What a day we're having here.
So you'd need
We
to
should
like.
have researched this before we left the town.
I'm kind of glad you didn't, because I didn't really draw a map. So
let's set up camp for the night then, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
you're gonna walk for the day and set up camp.
Yeah.
You find like a relatively decent spot that's like got like some rocks, like a little overhang and stuff, so you can kind of set up a fire, cook up some rations, and
Leftover horse meat for the boys.
eat
Oh
your
yeah,
horse
we
meat.
we took that in the pony bag.
We
Yeah.
did.
Your pony bag.
They are aptly named pony bag.
Are you
What
wanting
should we do around the campfire, guys?
I think we should all share something about ourselves that we've never
Okay.
told anyone else.
I've never told you guys, but I'm a really great freestyle rapper. My name is Badge. I drown in Badge. You want to get with me? Better show me that gash, etc.
And for my turn, I share how I was molested when I was a child.
Come on, man.
And now Badge feels really silly about himself.
Dude, we were all having fun and murdering horses and
Yeah.
attacking priestesses. You had to take it too far.
I'm trying to bring some pathos to this, what's been a very silly story. Explain a bit of my character.
Yeah.
Snaggletooth, any terrible raps or terrible things that have happened to you that you want to share?
The terrible things. I have a confession.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God,
That's
oh,
weird.
shit. I'm not really what is it? I should have researched this more.
I said that as well, to be fair.
Yeah. I'm not really part of the orc aristocracy. I just pretend to get free stuff off people.
What? You told me you were Ark royalty.
Yeah, and I'm like, tears are streaming down my face. I'm like, I will never forgive you for this. I will never.
Well, this was meant to bring us closer together, and look what's happened. Feelings have been hurt, traumas have been shared from wounds that aren't quite healed yet.
I know.
This has all gone so wrong.
Yeah. I just feel like I don't even know you anymore, man.
This would be a good moment for something to happen, Dungeon Master. Like something that would bring us all together in this moment.
Roll my encounter dice. The wind kind of whistles across the moors, and you all just feel awful. Like, just you had the worst time.
We're feeling awful already, yeah.
Eating horse meat, and you kind of pass the night in relative safety. And the next morning, you kind of head off towards the town, towards the mountains again. Along
In
the way, in just horrible, just awkward silence. You know, like when you're.
Like, we're packing up this camp, and like we both, like me and Badge, reach for like the pan at the same time. And go, no, you go, you pick it up. No, you pick
Rap
it up.
about it.
Snaggletooth's like, it's a nice morning. I'm like, is it? Can we trust anything you say anymore? Can we trust a single word that comes out of your mouth? I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
Badge has got some issues.
Badge took that harder than I was expecting, Snaggletooth. I'm upset, but not that upset. I'll forgive you in time. I don't think he will.
It's the burden I carry.
If anything, this makes me like Snaggletooth more because I don't like aristocracy. So this has brought us closer together. Let's you and me walk ahead and leave that whiny ass bitch Badge to take up the back.
Like, listen, I value honesty, you know, and
Oh, here's some honesty for you. You can't rap.
now I know you're just trying to hit me, okay? Because that's just not true.
Badge, Vadge. What else have you got? Go on, do another one now that isn't that. Because I think you planned this. I don't think you freestyled at all. I think you wrote this down and you were like, ooh, I'll impress the gang with my freestyle rap. And it wasn't freestyle. Go on, go again. Go again.
I'm silent for a long minute. and then I transform into a deer and gallop away.
As you kind of gallop off in your deer form, you up in one of the little copses of trees, there's you can see like what looks to be gravestones kind of around there, leading to like a little tiny crypt type thing.
Okay. I sniff around there with my snout.
You smell something really familiar. It smells very much like you can't place your fingers on it, but you're enhanced. Obviously, you don't have fingers. You're a deer. You can't quite pin it down, but you can definitely recognize the smell as the same one that kind of lingered around those masked dudes
in episode 4.
Oh shit.
Well, I hope that you tell the rest of your friends about this.
I'm really angry with Michelle Rodriguez, and I can't fucking trust Snaggletooth as far as I can throw him. Like, my whole world is rocked with that guy.
You're taking this really hard.
So I'm just gonna follow the scent.
The scent kind of leads you towards the. It looks like it's a what used to be quite a nice graveyard that's a bit overgrown now because it's not been used for a while. There's like vines creeping up the gravestones, like old statues and stuff.
As a new man of God,
now you've got your faith back.
Yeah, I'm very offended by the fact that these poor lost souls have been left to rot.
You can't really make out much of the gravestones themselves. Like the names have kind of faded into obscurity because someone would have planned this better. But you can tell like the years were quite. They go back from like the earliest year you can find is one that's like 60 years ago. So these are quite old gravestones, and they stretch back to like 200, 400 years. They're quite like there's a few of them that are kind of half buried, like where like the tectonic plates are kind of shifted and they've kind of sank down a bit more. But you count there's like dozens of these gravestones all kind of circling this tiny, what looks to be a crypt with like stone doors on the front.
I sniff the crypt.
The smell of like those lads is overpowering at this crypt. Like it is like it makes you gag. It's like that bad.
I always want to paint a picture that my form is like 1950s Disney Bambi. So I poke my adorable little head on the doors of the crypt. Is there any sort of give? Does it open?
The doors creak open. I don't know why they had a wooden creak because they made it, but they did somehow. And inside the crypt is like a load of like candles kind of burnt out. They're not lit, but they're just kind of rubbished, and a couple of things have been tipped over, like someone's gone through here.
Oh shit.
There's a few scattered gold pieces around, like and what looks to be footprints in the dust, but the footprints aren't leading out of the little cave. They're going into the crypt, but they seem to hit the side wall and then vanish completely.
Okay, so I'm gonna change back into a human.
Okay.
I'm gonna step outside the crypt, and I'm like, guys, I know things are rough. And I'm apologize for my part in that too. Okay, just my music is my everything. When you come for my music, you come for my soul. But we're out here on this road together, and I need to tell you that I found something. Come this way.
Is it gold? Is it booty?
There are coins.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You all heading towards the cave? Or I keep calling it a cave. It's a crypt.
Yeah.
So you see a list. There's little coins. You see like scattered coins around. There's like 6 or 7.
I picked them up.
Gold pieces. It's not like a lot. It looks like it kind of looks as though this place used to have like stuff in it, and someone's just ransacked it completely.
Well, speaking of ransacking, I pick up more gold, and I pick up a skull, and I go, "Hey, bud, hey, what a long fish!"
He's not a horse or a
Oh, that
Dare
doesn't make
anymore.
any sense anymore.
Yeah, I'm a human. So,
As you step into the crypt and kind of hold the file of dead, you can hear like low, like wind whistling coming from underneath the coming from like the side wall where the footsteps kind of lead to and then stop.
I asked the skull what we should do, and he doesn't say anything back. And I go, this dummy won't tell us anything. And he goes, I'm not the dummy, you're the dummy. What? How dare you? And no one's getting into this. It's going down like a lead balloon, but I keep doing it anyway. Why don't you sing us a song, Scully? Well, alright. Good, I'm quite thirsty.
now do Rainbow Connection.
Let's follow this wind shit then, if no one's going to get into my vaudevillian act.
Yeah.
Make me an investigation check.
Who? All of us?
All of you can do it, yeah.
What we roll?
Which is D20 plus your intelligence, or your if you have like proficiency in Oh, Michelle Rodriguez does have proficiency in investigation, so
Michelle Rodriguez rolled a 16, man.
so that's an
So we
18.
don't really need anyone else.
I only rolled a 12, and I have minus for
I have nothing in
intelligence, stuff like that.
As you're like investigating this wall, you can see that it's not made of stone. It's
This
like
wall isn't made of stone, guys.
some kind of like clay, and as you touch
Like
it,
some
you
kind
can
of
see,
clay.
like you can see that like it swings outwards, leading to a corridor that goes straight like downwards
spooky.
in complete darkness, so you can't really see much in front of your face.
Wow.
Not even with me dark sighty thing or
Oh.
whatever. I can't remember what it's
I've got
called.
good dark sight, right? Is that
Yeah.
right?
Both of you have got dark vision, so you can see in the dark. So you can see that this stairway kind of leads down, and there's like cobwebs sort of attached to the ceiling and stuff. It looks like
Okay,
no one's been down here for a while.
I don't want to be that guy, but why were we going down here?
It's intriguing. That's why.
It's also spooky as shit, and I can't see in the dark. I say we just take the few gold coins and move on.
I'm like, stop being a little bitch.
Seeing as you're a bit reluctant to go, you should go down first. So you can't
They can't
relate.
see where I'm going.
Can I transform myself into a firefly?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Why not?
Yeah. I transform
what?
myself into a firefly.
Fireflies are like this big, you dickhead. It's not going to light up a whole underground dungeon.
And I'm like,
It'll let you see like little like 5 feet in front of your face, so you can kind of
yeah.
navigate your way down. If you
Fine, I'll
choose
follow
to.
Badger's glowing arse into a crypt.
Don't be the
Oh,
first
it's
time you
not
said that. Waka waka.
He can summon fire as well, and he
Yeah.
decides to turn into a firefly.
You could have just done like a flame in your hand. But
Unbelievable. There better be something down in this crypt.
you head down in this little crypt. It's the corridor. The stairway kind of goes downwards and then takes a sharp left and works back, kind of around itself. And you're gonna follow it.
Guess we have
Come
to,
this
don't
far.
we?
It leads up to like you can see that like all around are like caskets and coffins kind of stacked up on top of each other, but they're all empty. There's no like. There were bones and stuff in the one upstairs that you defiled horribly, but these ones are empty, like completely. I'm not sure. Like as you go further down, the corridor widens out into like a circular chamber. Again, all the walls are lined with these coffins and caskets, but they're all, as far as you can see, empty.
It's not good, man.
And in the middle of this circular chamber is this statue of, like, it looks like a hooded figure. It's kind of facing away from you. Like, you can see this little, like, just a hood shrouded over this person.
I take a step back and like Asian towards the exit, and I'm leaving one of the other two to go and inspect that.
I'll go forward.
Gonna buzz your way in.
Yeah.
As you like buzz around, buzz around the statue, you can see like it's a hooded figure, but like underneath in a way that like you could only really see if you looked underneath is
Which I can do.
which you can do as a fly, is like a skull. And make me a religion.
Well, that's a big roll.
0.
You do have knowledge and you have proficiency in religion and high wisdom, so you had
Because I was
5.
an atheist up until 12 hours ago. What am I rolling?
D20 and add 5 to it.
I have rolled a 3, which becomes an 8.
You've definitely seen this like symbol before. It's like a holy symbol for a You're not totally sure what it is, but you kind of know it's a skull face, so it's probably not good.
Skull faces usually aren't.
Well, I can't convey any of this without
Buzz, you
Hold
buzz
on.
in a relatively pious way.
I have animal proficiency, do I?
What is
Something
it
about
like?
that.
If I fly
yeah.
fast enough and spell out the word, the Firefly Trail.
Or you could turn back into a human.
But this place looks as though it's like it was an altar of some kind. And again, the smell of like the smell you smelled back in town with those guards is overpowering in this section.
So let's find whatever the switch or the loose brick or whatever it is that's gonna set a chain of events in action is in this place.
Everyone can make me an investigation check.
What's that?
D20 plus intelligence or investigation if you've got it.
I got 12.
My intelligence is minus 1. Right.
So Michelle Rose, you got 12.
Yeah. 3 and minus 1.
As you're
I rolled a 1.
Will you be part of the team there, Badge?
Badge and Snaggletooth, you don't really find very much. You're kind of picking through the caskets, and they're just empty. Like
Also,
the smell is overpowering, but like it looks like these caskets have not been used. But Michelle Rodriguez, as you're like going around the statue, you see like underneath the robes of this like hooded figure is like a little lever. I'll leave it to you where the lever actually is, but you know, you're gonna pull the lever.
Man,
or...
I've seen enough Scooby-Doo episodes to know as soon as I pull this lever, a slide's gonna appear. But I'm gonna do it anyway.
A slide doesn't appear, but you can hear like grinding gears, like horrible screechy gears that haven't been turned in a long time, just kind of grinding along, and the statue slides back a little bit, and then there's another staircase leading down.
Ah.
Again, it's totally dark.
Well, let's just keep going. We're in it now, aren't we?
Just literally just a never-ending series of
Let's
staircases
not do
and
this.
dark rooms.
We shall buzz on.
You buzz down. The staircase leads downwards, and as you like go through the staircase, it opens up, and ahead of you isn't like all this architecture's been quite like creepy and gothic-y and like covered in cobwebs, but up ahead is a light, like a torchlight directly across from you, and like the hole directly in front of you is like just loads of scattered bricks around it, like it's kind of digs onto something else, and there's like you can see torchlights up ahead, and you can hear what sounds like voices, but they're really distant.
I say we turn around and don't explore any further.
I'm not gonna give Matt like Dungeon Master blue balls. Onwards.
You're going down. Dungeon Master Blue Ball. We got Teespring, we can get them sorted. Horrible t-shirts we can get printed. So as you step around this like crack in the wall, it looks as though there's like the ground has like a track on it, and over to one corner of this chamber you can see a minecart and a load of like pickaxes and stuff. The air like absolutely reeks of that smell. So you emerge into this huge chamber that like goes miles and miles downwards, but all like there's like tracks kind of going all the way through, and torches on the wall so you can kind of see what's going on. It seems to lead back towards the town.
Which town? We got the gnome town.
Windscar, the one that you came from.
The one where we raised hell and bailed.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
How close are the voices?
Relatively. It's quite a big chamber, so it could be an echo, but they seem like they're quite close, but you can't quite make out what they're saying.
We gotta go forward.
So your options are to head back down this, explore this shaft, or head back.
I'm all about the shaft.
Work the shaft.
Snaggletooth, what do you say?
Give me 1 sec.
Well, work the shafts. Like, again. we really turn around.
Sorry.
So yeah, I'm voted against, so we've got to keep working the shaft.
Work the shaft. Work the shaft until
Slowly
the
and steadily.
As you like head down this corridor, there are like other mine shafts kind of going off, but they're like branching away, and some of them are tiny. Some of them are small enough that you'd have to kind of crouch and crawl your way through, and some of them are like massive vaults. You can hear a voice up ahead. It sounds like the magistrate's voice.
Oh.
Echoing off this corridor.
Good. Well, let's keep sneaking in and listening.
He's like, seems to be like almost like chanting almost.
Oh.
And he's like,
What's he chanting?
just give us this land is our land. Give us the power. This is our land. Give us the power.
Oh.
And then as he's chanting, you can hear just like a groaning noise. As you approach it, you're like walking some distance now. You've kind of circled back around, and you can kind of like up ahead. You can see what looks like just a collapsed wall that's kind of fallen down, but alongside of it is like a little tiny mine track with a mine cart in, and two of those guys with the face masks kind of stood guard. You're away from them, that you can see them first, but they don't seem to notice you yet.
What? Kill them?
Can I buzz up a little bit to get a better look without these guys revealing themselves?
Sweet, yeah. Are you like keeping your light with you and stuff, or can fireflies turn their arse lights off?
I would think so.
Is that a thing they can do? I'm assuming so, but
Yeah.
I don't know enough
Even
about
if I
fireflies.
can't, it's like they're just gonna think, oh, get away, fly.
They don't react as you float. You fly towards them, and like you can, as you float towards this track, it looks as though did you know those little I don't know what you call them, those like old timey push track things? Yeah, they're stood on those. Like it looks like they've kind of pushed this track leading down. And through that corridor is it looks like an altar has been set up, with like candles lit on it, but it's not like the altar back at the town where there was like a nice little sunlight face on it. It's like it's got that horrible skull face on it, and the magistrate is kind of leaning over this book, chanting away. It's like, why isn't this working? I wanted more. I needed more.
Are we close enough to just break into this conversation?
You can hear him. He's also like he's got like 4 of those masked lads around him as well.
But can I like drop in and like just start swinging my sword at these people?
Just to introduce
You can if
yourself
you want.
and be
Yeah,
like, hey,
like, don't-
what's going on? And
I say-
if it kicks off, it kicks off. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, I say attack just so we can do something.
Just rip
Okay.
these people apart.
Well, I'm gonna buzz over to the opposite side. So where I'm Badge. Where Michelle Rodriguez and Snaggletooth would come in, I'm buzzing over in the corner. So when the time is right, I can become human, and we've got them surrounded.
So going with diplomacy first.
Yeah.
We can't go with diplomacy against the guy chanting in a crypt.
He might be all right.
He's he was your mate before, so
Yeah.
Well, he's clearly using
There's
evil
some- this
magic
is
to
some
make
big
himself
cult
rich.
vibes
Well, the
going.
Satanic Church aren't like all bad. They're quite progressive in some
I'm a
stuff. So, like,
Targaryen Satanist.
preach
Don't preach to me about my own people. I don't trust this guy. I've also not killed anyone for a while.
okay. So
Anyway, you got your
plan
ass kicked
is
last
to-
time.
Hey,
So your plan is to go to head down and use diplomacy, or
No, we're gonna kick off, right?
gonna kick off?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What's the game plan then?
How many people are here? So we have the Magus.
There's two of those lads with the faceplates sort of stood by this cart. Then there's 4 more around the magistrate, just kind of stood there, and he's just sat there over like this huge tome, just like saying, this is our land, give us the power, this is our land, give us the power, and like swearing to himself, like, come on, this has got to work. But nothing seems to happen.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
All right. Do we want like a game plan for how we're gonna
like,
go in?
6
Count to
on
7
3.
people.
7 on 3.
7 on 3.
But if he's controlling the masked lads, then surely if we go straight for him, then they might hold off. Maybe.
If I buzz over him, turn back into a human, and try and
Scimitar, back the fuck up. Yeah, we know your style.
yeah, that shtick.
It's worked before.
Is that what you're
It
gonna
did
do?
not work earlier, in fairness. It did not work earlier.
Well, it's bound to work at some time, so let's try that.
Okay, so you guys are ready to spring, and I
Yeah.
over the top, and I wait for the right moment, and then I go, human. And I become
Everyone,
human.
so roll initiative then.